What makes perfect performance remarkable? It turns out it's not what many string players think. In 1980, imagine you are in Kabardino-Balkaria, Nalchik, the country where I grew up. Imagine a very small room. Right behind my back, you see a window. And outside of the window, endless fruit tree garden. White, pink, all in blossom. And this garden extends all the way to the ancient forests and alpine pastures and magnificent glaciers of the Great Caucasus. Wow, what a view. No sign of civilization. To your right, another window, blue pines outside, the kind of blue that exists only in Kabardino-Balkaria, literally blue pines. A bed, a table, a music stand, a wardrobe. And there he is, my violin teacher, with a beautiful violin in his hand. Imagine a gentleman in his early 40s, black curly hair, short black beard. No, Dima, that's how you make good sound. See, this is how you move the bow. And you see me, 11 years of age. And I try to play, and I try again, and I try again, I try again, and I just put my violin down. And I tell him, Semyon Grigorievich, it doesn't matter how hard I try. I will never sound like you. Just look at your violin and look at mine. Why don't we fix my violin first? Next day, he takes me to the instrument maker, just a walking distance on the same street. And there he is. A gentleman in his early 60s, bald, silver gray hair, quite a few hairs growing on top of his nose, enormously thick eyeglasses, magnifying his pupils, making him look like a wise owl. I don't know what happened with me. Was I under spell? Have I lost my mind? Have I forgotten why I came there? But instead of telling him, Vladimir Grigorievich, would you please fix my violin, I said something that defined the rest of my life. Would you please take me as an apprentice? And so it began. So the workshop, just a walking distance from where I lived, down absolutely straight avenue. On one end, it goes all the way to the mountains, glaciers, beautiful, no signs of civilization. On the other end, it goes all the way downtown to the central station, and he lived just like 3 minutes walk. Imagine a small workshop on the second floor filled with musical instruments I've never seen in my life. Horsehead fiddles, 2 strings, 3 strings, gut, ornaments, every ornament telling a story of its own. Vladimir Grigorievich, but why not violins? Yes, Dmitry, I could easily be a violin maker, but I thought, why not do something more meaningful? Why not give voice to a whole nation that has been silenced for too long? Fast forward, 1984. He has crafted 150 instruments that he resurrected from complete oblivion. And imagine a stadium, it still exists in my city, 13,800 people listening to the orchestra of their folkloric music for the first time after more than a century. The outcome was palpable. That atmosphere of Renaissance, pride, love. People smiled, people cried, and I stood there, a boy of 15, watching this orchestra, watching people and my master. And I thought, my God, is illusory. This I want to create. Fast forward 40 years. When I was crafting my first violoncello da spalla in 2004, I thought I was making just a musical instrument. And musicians still kept mocking on. But I've discovered that actually I was continuing my master's work, bringing back to life those voices that we've lost. Composers who wrote for this instrument. Musicians, string players, who were somehow led into believing that they were somehow not good enough. And all these people in your audience who somehow have learned to shrink to the limited imaginations of other people and never dare to create. You have discovered that what makes perfect performance truly remarkable is not perfect technique, not prestigious instruments, not phenomenal CV, it's purpose. Maybe Vladimir was the last luthier who understood this. Maybe you are the last musicians who understand this. I've discovered one interesting thing. Without purpose, music can be an exorbitantly expensive entertainment. Those who fund it might just find it wiser to cut. But with purpose, you stop focusing on technical minutiae and you start focusing on the bigger picture. With purpose, you stop competing for scraps in a shrinking industry. And you begin creating music that people truly need and want and truly connect with. And this is what the sound alchemist's quadrifoil symbolizes. And I want to leave you with a gift of quadrifoil. So if this little workshop resonated with you in some way, maybe inspired, maybe even transformed in some way, then we are very welcome to join Sound Alchemists. Wear this, share it, be proud to be that kind of musician, and go ahead and inspire your students and your audiences. Thank you.
Thank you.